turned on my phone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I always forget to do that. Hello, everybody. Who's here? Well, there isn't everybody. There's 5 people, but only Brock is in the room typing.
That's okay.
And, yeah, it don't matter. So.
Okay, here's my thumbs up. There's my thumb. Dude, can you see my thumb, dude?
I can see.
Hey, Andy.
Andy's
Brock,
here.
thanks for the wake-up call, brother. I do appreciate it. Hey, good luck with the doc today.
Yeah, good luck there. I'm sure you'll keep us advised. I'm sure, Brock. What was I going to say? Health as normal is good. Did a video on the Forza with the camera deal. Got some good input, so I appreciate that. Whoever commented on that, I really appreciate it.
I forget what I said. It was Dark 30.
You said it looked all right, but somebody had mentioned really on the rear camera, and I can't remember. I haven't even answered them yet. It was a new subscriber, I think, or somebody I hadn't seen before, saying, no, you know who it was? It was Bobby of Time to Get Going. And he said, hey, Richard, hey, Stuck, that, you don't really need the rear camera per se except for accidents and stuff. So the front one looks good. I think it looks all right. We'll see what happens with it.
I liked it when you were banking on a turn. It was like forward facing, rear facing. I was like,
going the other way.
It made me dizzy. No.
Oh, hey, Chris. Glad you could make it. Yeah, so the only other thing was, I guess there's everybody's getting a bunch of, or the government's coming after people giving false news out about Phuket and this and that, saying it's not good. And I think it's going great.
That.
Yeah, and they're just trying to give it, I don't know, they're calling it negative news.
Tommy J, what up, my dudes?
Hey, glad you can make it. Yeah, so I don't know. I know that Do More Life, my buddy over there, Jeremy, he did a video, and then right after that, or did a live stream, and then right after that, the government had announced what are people saying this and that. Boy, he took his video right down. Not that the guy said anything, man. He just amazes me, kind of the, like I said, I understand he's trying to live off this channel, but I don't know. It's like, can't do. I'm gonna have to retract. Like I said, it kind of gets to me every once in a while. But I do like you, Jeremy. I don't doubt you watch me, but I just said say hi. Loud keyboard.
I'm like a dude stuck on Hunt and Pecker. That's how I type.
And what?
Hey, Tom.
Oh, it's Tom. Hey, Tom. So I don't know. I've only heard good things about Phuket and the sandbox, and I guess did they open up yesterday?
Oh, good things. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Did they open today or yesterday, Samui and the island, the two islands? Anyway, that's the one I think where
yesterday.
you have to spend 3 days in the hotel and then take a test or whatever, and then you can go out and roam the islands. So that's kind of cool. Another place for people to go. I just don't know if people. I mean, I wouldn't really have a choice because I'm not vaccinated, so it really doesn't make a difference. I did. Oh, you're taking off already, Richard. All right. Have a good day, Richard.
Yeah, take it easy.
But I really don't have a choice because I can't get vaccinated. Although my wife said I still might be able to go to Buriram and get AstraZeneca, but she doesn't want me to take AstraZeneca for some reason. So I guess we're waiting for Pfizer or Moderna to come to Surin. So I don't know. My doctor maybe will contact me if something comes in. I know that they're supplying the private hospitals with vaccines for foreigners to pay for, obviously, supposedly. Again, check everything. But supposedly they're supposed to be sending them off. We'll see. I heard a lot of people saying theirs got canceled, and I know that we tried to pay for the one in Ubon, and they declined. They said don't pay. So obviously Either they don't have Moderna, or they're not, or they already sold out on it, or whatever they did, but it's gone. I probably waited too long. That was for my October. But what the hey. But it would be nice to get vaccinated because I'd like to travel. And you know, I didn't even think about it with my wife said the other day, I said, you know, the only thing that I can really go do now is go and cruise around on the Forza, and she doesn't even really want me to do that because she said, what happens if the people down the road are spitting out the window, toot toot toot, and it hits you in the face? And I mean, how unlikely would that be? But she's got a point. So she obviously doesn't want me to die. There's Bobby. Hey, I was just talking about you and the rear-facing camera, and I didn't get a chance to answer you this morning, but yeah, I think you've got a good point there in what you said. If anybody wants to know, you can look in the comments and see what Bobby wrote about it. But yeah, I don't think I really would do much with the rear. But see, I can also mount that someplace else and mount it sideways. It doesn't have to be rear-facing. But I think half I bought it for doing some stuff, so I don't have to worry about setting up a GoPro or anything like that. But the other half was for accidents and crap here in Thailand. It's not a bad idea to have a dash cam, and this thing seems perfect. And it was, in case anybody was wondering, there is one bigger that has a touch screen. It's 4-inch. It's the one that Joe's buddy, that Joe had sent me pictures of his buddy's Forza. Same manufacturer, but I like this one because it had stabilization in the Sony cameras, and it would take a 256 card. The other one wouldn't. But the other one might be nice too. I just thought I'd try this one. But they're like 5,000 baht. So what is that? 30, 60, 90, $150? 150 bucks. So not bad. And like I said though, they were there for 8 hours, 2 guys, 400 baht. Unbelievable. So I will not do anything. I might not even bolt stuff on anymore. In fact, if I get the side bags, I might just take it to them and have them put it on for 200 baht. You know, for what, $6? Is it worth it for me to sit out in the sun and sweat? No. That's an easy one for me to answer. Everybody's just saying hello. I still can't get I can't wait for my 4 weeks to be up so I can go on that guy's channel and give him a piece of my mind so he can ban me. What's his name? The guy in Bangkok?
Oh, Scott. I was thinking about Scott now.
Yeah, Mitch turned me on to this guy, and I joined his channel like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or whatever, and I still haven't been able to comment because you have to be a subscriber for 4 weeks before you can get on. So now when I go on, I'm just going to tell him, hey, kiss my ass, and that'd be about it probably. Dash cap. Yeah, I believe so, Andy. I believe so. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, I'm people, you know, looking at the bike and all this kind of stuff, and I'm a Harley guy, you know, rigid frame, suicide shift, son of a bitch. I was just crazy. Give me Harley. People would probably kill me if they saw the video and stuff of me on a Honda scooter saying how nice I thought it was. But I don't care. I'm enjoying myself. Like I said, it's got for turning around. And I don't know if I'll get to meet up with those guys. I might be able to meet up with Joe. I know Chuck on one of his streams said the other day he didn't know who was going to get invited to go on a ride or whatever. So I'm not really going to worry about it. I'll hook up with whoever. But not that I wouldn't want to. But I don't know. And I don't blame him either. He don't know me from Adam or anybody else that's writing him saying, I want to go. It could be an asshole. But so it kind of makes sense. But we'll see what happens. I want this COVID shit to be over with so I can ride the damn thing and enjoy Thailand. Not that, I mean, if I had to pick any place to be in the world, I'd be right where I am here in Thailand. There's not a doubt about that. But, Mitch is typing a book, and it'll be out soon.
It's almost ready to hit print.
I think the name of the book is The Dude. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what the name of it is. It explains about how that became a catchphrase and what was tied to that. Very interesting book, and it's only $19.95 on Amazon. It's only one page.
But wait. If you order by midnight tomorrow, you'll receive these kitchen knives.
Oh, see, you can't ask for anything better. Tommy ought to got a kick out of that one. Anyways, just so everybody, well, I don't know, I'm not even going to say it. My trip to Darwin's looking a bit dicey now. Oh, okay, so you can't go. Well, just come to Thailand. Screw it, Andy. Come on down. They'll let you out of Australia, won't they? Or they got you handcuffed to a desk. I don't know. I still would take my chances if I was anywhere. But I know that I think it was Chuck and Paige. I watch his channel all the time. He's probably one of my favorite. But he said that they had contemplated going back to the U.S. because of the restrictions here in Thailand, which he thought was a good idea, which it probably was. But he said that getting there would be absolutely no problem, but coming back would be a nightmare. He's talking about the queue and certificate, all the stuff he needed to get. He thought it would be a crazy thing. So he's probably right. But it wouldn't be a bad thing because my wife said it wouldn't be bad to go there because as soon as you landed, you probably could get Pfizer or whatever the hell you wanted for nothing. And then I go, well, do I really want to get stuck in a tube for 20 hours with people I don't know? I don't think so. Without getting the vaccine, I don't know. It's a catch-22 type deal. Let's see. Get Dana and Mike. Drop shipping your book. Dana and Mike's. That's from Studio, right? I got that right. Something Studio.
Idea Studio.
I'm close. See, the Alzheimer's hasn't really quite kicked in completely. I think my wife just left for work. Should have her turn on
let me
the air
go back to this here. Just trying to do some housekeeping here real quick.
Okay.
Who did I miss? Anybody?
Did you see Joe? Did you say hi to Joe?
I did. Said hi to Joe. Got his link up there. Got Tom's link up there.
Cool. Did you put your link up?
No,
you
that's okay.
You have a lot of content now. They don't know.
Just no, that means I have to go over there and check my community page because I get trolled.
Andy's good. The biggest prison in the world. Nah, you can get out of there.
I passed your. I pulled up back here this afternoon, and there was a gentleman out, a real estate guy, taking pictures of the house 2 doors down, and I started talking to the guy, and I was listening to Taitastic at the time.
Right.
And then, what you doing? I told him what it was, and told him going to Thailand, and then next thing you know, he's subscribing to you, to Taitastic, to Chocolate Man, CJ, Horner Joe. I mean,
they. I watched. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, obviously, and he came live, and I think I was the first one on, and I couldn't believe it. 4:15 or something a.m. And I've been up, but like I said,
I was second.
8. Yeah, you were, and it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I get 7-8 hours sleep. I just need to try to stay up a little later. I'd like to sleep till maybe 6, but 4 is a little early.
Sleep,
but it was nice.
Sleep is critical. I used to say it's overrated as a joke, but it's critical.
He seems like a pretty nice guy. He's in Pattaya, right?
Yeah. Jomtien is where he resides.
He's been there a while, right? He's been in Thailand for a while?
Yeah, quite a few years. I like your Mojo's comment there. I just cracked up. You got to see that.
What did he say? What did Joe say? Oh, I thought...
Because I was asking about that construction worker.
Yeah, like I said, I'll tell you, if you guys get a chance, watch Chuck. That's where probably all this originated, and another YouTuber. But on his video that he did today, or that he put out today, he talks about saying "dude," and he actually asks the pharmacist that if you guys are familiar with this channel that he always goes to, has a ladyboy that works for him, and he said it all depends on the context. The ladyboy said that, how it's said, like, "Ooh, that's a ladyboy, that's a dude," or if it's, "Hey, that's a man over there, that's a guy, that's a dude," is not, they don't take offense by it. And thank God, I don't want to offend anybody. No one wants to offend anybody. But when you read something into something and you think that you're better than other people, sometimes you get a little confused. People will know what I mean that watch this channel. But anyway, so he explains it. He does a couple other things too. He called a kid fat, and he was concerned about that. And according to his wife, that doesn't bother the children either. It shows that they have money to eat and shows some kind of a status, being a little heavy. So I don't know. He goes, "I get called fat all the time." So do I. So I don't take offense to it. But it's a good video. It's long, but it's good. I was up
Thanks
this
for
morning
that,
before it
Tom. That's nice of you to say that about Thai-tastic.
came. What did Tom?
I'll put his link up there. He's different. You know, he's different. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have
And
mood
that's what's
swings
cool.
and whatever where I like stuff, and I can watch paint dry sometimes, and I can watch the grass grow sometimes, and other times I get nutty. You know.
Yeah, that's the way I am too. Like I said, I got nothing against Do More Life and Jeremy. I like watching it. It's just sometimes I can only tell, and I'm sure there's people that watch this channel that say the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. So you go to somebody else. You
Oh,
go to
yeah,
Chuck,
yeah.
You go to Joe's. You go to Chocolate Man's. You go to CJ's. There's so many other ones stuff to go, and I think it's good. I think it's good for the people that want to come here, and I think it's good for the people that are here to just break away from all the bullshit for just a little while, even if it's only an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours. Talk about, enemas, whatever you want to talk about, just to keep your mind off of stuff and to get a little update on what's happening here. But a lot of people out there bring doom and gloom, and I just don't think that's right. Oh, it's just so terrible here. Oh my God, I can't go out. I can't. Just whine. It's like, I don't know. I'd rather be right where I'm sitting than any place else in the world. So, again,
I hear you.
My opinion. But, I just don't see any reason to whine about it, or I don't think we need to show the unoccupied buildings anymore. I think we need to start showing, if you're out there, I can't go nowhere. And I'm talking to other, vloggers, to show the good things, show the good things that's happening in Phuket, the good thing that's going to be happening in Samui, and show Thailand's trying to turn things around, and people are jumping on them for it. It's bullshit. They're doing what I think is the best thing that they can do. The thing that they've got to hope for. What's that?
True, Andy. True. Very true. Yeah, we have to read more comments because Mike, stuck in Florida, is working and listening, so we got to keep him up to date.
Okay.
So,
Let's
what
see.
people are saying.
I can't read Joe's.
Joe says, "I wish I was sitting next to you."
Yeah, I know. I wish you would
I bet,
too.
Tommy, make the best of a bad situation. That's right.
I got the place. I got to take a picture when I go over to the house and I do the next video, Joe. I would actually live under the stairs in my new house. I went in there. It's actually big. I was almost thinking about setting up the little studio for YouTube in there. It's actually that big.
Time to get going, really? And out back, and at Denny's. I have a question for you. Here in the greater Seattle area, where there were Outbacks and Denny's, they seem to be like located in the same block or lot. I mean, is that coincidental, or is that just luck of the draw? Question. That was it.
They're tearing down. I just watched the video.
That's great news to hear they're tearing down an Outback, because I never liked them. And they're blooming onions.
Yeah, I only went there. I went there one time. I waited with my little beeper thing in my hand for an hour and a half, I think. And was it decent? Yeah, it was decent. Would I wait an hour and a half for it? Hell no. I'd rather go to, they're opening up a bunch of good steakhouses.
New overpass. Wow. Now,
Let's see. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I forget where. Shit. I should answer my own question, but is that for like a FEMA camp or something? They're making that overpass. That's a joke. Oh Lord.
And then down to make a new overpass. Yeah, you know what I was really, did you guys, I was watching, what the hell's that little, the little shorts on, what's the name of that? TikTok. TikTok, and they showed a guy freaking out in Venice Beach. Now, Venice Beach, when I was younger, used to be the happening place to go. They showed this homeless guy there tipping over shopping carts, and behind him on Venice Beach, there's all these tents. Is that what's freaking happening in the United States? See, I don't watch any news from there. Hey, Bodo,
yeah.
how are you?
Bodo,
Is that what's happening there?
Watch Wanderer Nirvana. He's over at. He's on Venice Beach a lot, and others.
Yeah, see, I don't see. You know, I know that there's places here that, you know, here in Surin. In fact, my wife was talking about it, and I'm kind of waiting for all this crap to go over, because she's got one story that she told me yesterday. An old lady that rides a bike and pulls a cart. The lady has to be 90 years old. Obviously doesn't have a bunch of family. She doesn't even know where she lives. She's been driving around my wife's neighborhood for, she knows, for the last 10, 15 years. And what this lady does is somebody will give her vegetables or give her something to sell, and then she'll sell, and that's what she makes. And then, of course, my wife went up and gave her, 100 baht. But I told her that what I want to do, as soon as all this crap's over, is, first of all, we're going to give money to our family, aunts, uncles, and stuff like that. I try to help out. And then I'm thinking about 2,000 or 3,000 baht a month, and then just every Saturday and Sunday, just take a tour around Surin on the scooter, and just see people, stop, give them 100 baht, give them 50 baht, give them 200, whatever we want to do, and burn up the 1,000 baht a week or something. Because like I said before, when I was in, and I've said this story 2 or 3 times, when I was in the hospital, my one respiratory doctor, he said, you need to give back to Thailand. And I saw him, and almost every morning he would drive up in his car and open his trunk full of bags of rice and give it to all the people. They knew he would come, and I think he came like 3 or 4 days a week, maybe every day, I don't know. But it's a true fact. I mean, these people saved my life. My wife, Thailand is just, I figure I owe them something. And, who wants to watch now she can't, my wife said she can't ride her bicycle anymore. So now the cart that she pulled, she just pulls the cart and walks around the streets. There's no reason that, I think Thailand is the worst place to be if you don't have any family to get old. And Thailand's the best place to be if you have family to get old. Because, seeing a person like that obviously doesn't have, daughters, sons, people around her to help take care of her. Because I was concerned, does she even have a place to live? And my wife said, yeah, probably, but not a nice place, But, I just want to kind of help those people. It makes me feel good. If I've got the money, I'm going to do it. So, I see a lot of people, they take care of the dogs, which I think are great, I mean, I like dogs too, but I like people about, that much better. So I think I want to help the people a little bit for 100 or 200 baht to buy, although I will buy dog food too, don't get me wrong, but I'd like to help the people that are less fortunate here in Thailand, Thai people. But we'll see. All right, we get into history. Okay, history. What did you put up here? We'll
Outback Steakhouse. Yeah.
History in 1988, Outback Steakhouse was founded in Tampa, Florida by 4 friends who were all veterans of the hospitality industry and had dreams of opening their own restaurant. My cousin Richie, and I want to say it's in Newport Beach, the first one. Was it called the Shipyard? Some kind of a restaurant, and it became a franchise. And I think he opened up 5 of them.
Roadkill.
And it was really his good friend, and he sold them all. And now he's got a whole, I don't forget the guy's name, whole crap load of money. Not that
Can I enter your name for the Virgin Galactic sweepstakes?
Who was that?
Oh,
Bodo?
God.
We'll put his name up
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
there. Oh. What was it? I'm missing all sorts of questions. I'm rambling. Dave, do you notice?
Oh, I'm probably missing a bunch too because this thing isn't on live chat. Gosh darn it. There we go.
Dave, do you notice the red cup check and page use all the time? I gave them. Makes me happy every time I see them. Yeah, I do notice those, Tommy. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I was just in that video he did today. It was the funniest thing I ever seen. They jump in the pool and they've got the coolers, the red coolers, the tall ones. Kind of. I don't have one. Usually I've got.
No,
8
you're
of them
remembering
around.
correctly, Joe. They're like, yeah, they got some cheesy guy with an Australian accent. It was fake. The guy was from frickin' Alabama.
I missed that
Yeah.
one too.
They just
But
like
anyway,
totally false.
Paige couldn't. They both jumped in the water and they had set their cups on there and she couldn't reach hers. It was kind of funny. I liked it. I laughed. Okay, where am I? What did I miss? All right, I got that.
Yeah, because we're
Outback.
talking about the Outback.
Oh, still
Didn't
with the
they have a
Outback.
guy like talking about they had a blooming and they have a blooming onion? I'm like, I could do a better accent to that. Those commercials. I do
says,
like the old lady from Where's the Beef, right? Remember?
Chris says
Where's the
roadkill
beef?
would be a step up from Outback.
Vegemite, all the way.
I got to try this. I don't want to puke, but I've got some people that are gonna do me right and put the right amount of butter and only a thin layer, and I'll taste it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. You know,
I
I'm
can do
kind
that.
of a. I don't know. I want to have a positive attitude about it, but for some reason I think it's going to taste like crap. What did Bodo write here? Side questions. You do fairly well.
That's funny because I was just watching that thing about what's his name, Branson,
Right.
Virgin, and the spaceman astronaut deal, and I
Right.
said, man, I'd love to do that zero G thing. I'd like to go to Russia. Well, I may not now, but go do their zero G flight just for that, and fly in a Su-27 for a few grand, you know.
Pattaya News. Only. Well, wait a second, Tommy. Is that for the whole Thailand or just Pattaya? Am I saying that right? Pattaya. Anyway, is that can't be for the whole thing? They were 9,000 yesterday. Must be just for Pattaya. And Chris says
Maybe
that's
that's wow.
meat pies, kangaroo. Yeah, Dave, the Insider News. Looks great. Oh, this is Randy. This is looks great. And Mr. Mitch, your kitchen is enormous. Chonberry. Okay. What was the total? Do you know? I didn't see. Yesterday it was 8,000 something, and then it went to 9,000 and something yesterday. I was just curious what it went to today. If you know, I didn't watch this morning. Okay, Vegemite with what? With orange marmalade. Okay, Joe. I'll take.
I've never liked orange marmalade. I've had a bunch of it, but you know that's because it was there. But they like the orange marmalade in
Ben's
Germany.
here. Hello, everyone. I'm still in the market. Can you buy me some chicken only for?
Hello, Benja. Long time no talk to.
Yeah, Ben just says hello. 95, so it's about the same, huh? Tom? I think it was 95 yesterday, right? Or 98 or 97, something in that area. I don't think.
I've got a.
You know what the thing to me is? Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Finish your thought. This will wait.
Well, it's just that I don't think that the amount of cases, unless the hospitals are being overrun and these people, how many people are actually going to the hospital out of 9, 10, 12,000 people? And that the success rate or the recovery rate is still 99.8% or 9%, you know, it's like any other frickin' disease or something. To me, You know, I mean, people are going to die. It's sad and it sucks, but it happens. And if you look at when I watched the other night, they're saying, oh, 50 some odd people died, and the median age was 70 years old. Okay? Now, that's got to tell you something. And then they said that the majority were above 60, 60 and above. So it's like, God, I don't know. You know, if you're old, if I was to get it and I die, I'd probably say, yeah, well, you got a bad stroke of luck and you're dead. Nothing you can do about it now. But to me, it doesn't make any sense unless they're overloading the hospitals and they've got 9 million people wanting to be on ventilators and they're losing people because they can't supply them the ventilators, then there's a problem. If they're losing, you know, if the recovery rate is that high and they're losing people that are over 70, you know, I don't know. Was the person going to pass anyway?
Hey, Don.
You know, I don't know. Anyway, my opinion again. Hey, Don. Benja. Everybody saying hello, hello. We have, what did Andy say?
Hello.
We have one case in our summer house for 2 weeks. Bob Wire suited. Why don't you get out of there? Come on to Thailand. Come to Thailand. Let's see. Everybody's still stuck. Everybody's still saying hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi. Good, good. Keeps me from having to read anything. 'Cause I can't read. And you know what I think? I think the main reason I like to do the live streams is that I don't have to type. And I am the worst speller, typer. If I can't speak into my phone, and then I got to be careful of what the hell it sends, what it says before I press send, and I get myself in trouble. I like this. But Don's cool. Stuff saying hello, hello. So, yeah. So I don't know about what's going to happen with the Pfizer and when it's going to be here, and I don't know what's going to happen with Moderna when and if it comes. But I know the people in Bangkok are getting them. Now, another thing that I saw on Jeremy's thing was that he couldn't get vaccinated, and he tried to call the number and the website and whatever, and it was over in 10 minutes. But I don't know, on Dana's, I have to ask Dana, because Dana have already got his first jab, and he didn't mention anything about being hard to get it in Bangkok now. I'm talking about Bangkok, not where I'm at. It's damn near impossible. But for foreigners in Bangkok, I don't think so. But according to Jeremy, he can't. He's having a hard time. But I'm going to ask Dana on his next. In fact, I've got his. Maybe I'll send him a message and ask him, because it doesn't make sense. My dad is in the hospital right now, so I may be heading back to Wyoming. Ah, bummer. Sorry to hear that, Bobby.
Yeah, that is.
But
That sucks.
yeah, Dave, I have a tendency to agree. Somebody's agreeing with me. Oh, but the numbers will send Thailand at a tailspin with fear. They're already scared crapless, Tommy. You know, the people that are dependent upon tourism to make it and not starve are 100% for the vaccine. Send us the vaccine. How come we don't have the vaccine in Hua Hin? How come we don't have it here? How come we don't have it there? Send it, send it, send it, because they know that if they get it and they get enough people vaccinated, they'll be the next sandbox. You know, they'll get the people to come in. They'll be able to open their bar or their, you know, whatever restaurant and get people to come in. The people that are scared crapless, I think, are the ones like that are in the outlying provinces that really, like Surin, that could really give a crap less about that. You know, they're just worried about dying and from it. But the vaccine is the biggest thing that I see here. They just can't get enough. Hopefully, the United States will cut loose with more. Japan will cut loose with more. Everybody. China's the only one I really don't care about whether they cut loose or not, because I wouldn't take it anyway. But you know, some of these other countries, these big countries that had the sense and the money to buy, you know, early. If they've got an over, you know, supply of them, send them. you know, because I know the United States, they'll do stupid shit like, well, we really don't want to do this. And they'll let the damn things go bad and expire before they give them to somebody else. And I hope the United States don't do that. And again, that's my opinion, just so everybody knows. Oh no, zero thumbs down. Well, let me say something controversial.
Oh, I see one.
Do you?
I see one.
Oh, damn it! See, right when Bobby
See,
giving me good,
I love it. I think it's funny as hell.
yeah, 140 days. Oh, he said, okay, I want one thumbs down. Bobby put that up, or Joe did. Joe, you were the one. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna take my. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't like that guy you're sitting next to, Dave. I'm taking my thumb away.
In case you guys
I'm
don't
going
know,
down.
Joe, your Mojo is a troll, and he's a very nice troll. Sorry, Joe.
Hey,
Only
Johnny.
kidding. Hey, Johnny. Only kidding, Joe. Joe's a good guy. Did you put his channel up, right? I haven't gotten my meditation. I didn't watch the
Yes.
last one. Okay, what does Andy say here? Chris says, watching the numbers for Australia at the moment, Delta is crushing. New ICUs going up. The guys have cases, and we have doubled back workers in old airport gone down overnight. You know, I give these nurses and doctors and stuff a lot of credit because the couple of things that were said, and I don't know where they were printed or whatever, about a couple of nurses had been fully vaccinated and had passed away. And if that's the case, if that's true, that's a little scary, you know. But I heard that they're going to take a lot of these, I think Pfizer doses and AstraZeneca doses from Japan and the United States, and give a third booster shot to a lot of the what I would consider the frontline workers. What did I miss? Did I put up Johnny's? I watched 2 of these.
God, look the way I'm looking at my
Cool.
chat, man. God, I gotta do something.
What happened?
I'm just looking at myself on the delay. I'm one ugly SOB, I'll tell you what.
So how come mine says on my phone says live chat and underneath it says top chat? How come it says both? This is on my phone on my
Oh, let me
YouTube.
look at mine.
I don't know why it
Mine
says
says-
that. I don't understand. But so anyway, so hopefully they were supposed to give like a certain percentage of the Pfizer that's coming from the U.S. is supposed to go for, I'm imagining U.S. but foreign people, or foreigners, flongs, whatever you want to say. And I'd be nice to know. Like I said, I would sure like to get vaccinated. Not because of
Thank you, kid.
whether I think it's good, bad, or indifferent, or whether it's going to kill
Oh,
me
yeah.
or not kill me. I would still. I got to have it to travel, so I would do it. What did you see that I missed?
Oh, it just Gary just said something, and it reminded me of that conversation with the real estate guy I mentioned earlier.
Right.
I said, "Yeah, I'm going to Thailand," and you know what? Literally the first thing out of he says, "Oh, you won't have a problem finding a woman over there." I'm like, dude.
Well, let's see. What did Chris put up? Chris put up. Australia have had to send over 5 million doses to Asia because dumbasses had said Astra is no good. We lost over 2,000 people to the regular
Wow.
flu last 2 years running. Astra is fine except for very few. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that Sinovac, is that the one that is from China? That's the one my wife took. What happened? Oh, that's you? Yeah. I
Yeah.
was called an asshole, and I said, what you eat? Yeah, Joe, you're funny.
Yeah.
What did I say? I don't think I missed anything, did I? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I do need a suntan.
And see, no, I missed this one. I'm a positive person, but it's kicking in here now. Most places, even in Bangchang district, are suffering 90 cases yesterday. My wife's gone now. I would have asked her what was how many we have, in Surin. But I told you the other day, there was 2 or 3 days ago, there was 32 or 35 cases, and all of them, all 35 of the new cases came from Bangkok. Unfortunately, there are many countries needing the vaccine, and the countries that can afford to help can afford.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah, that's true, Stuck. What did Chris say? Did I miss something again? Or did he just say it?
Assholes and opinions.
Yeah, exactly. They're a dime a dozen, aren't they?
You know, I don't want to sound like just today, the moment. Okay, I'm speaking snapshot of my brain right now, or my opinion right now. I don't think, with all the haze going on with the sandbox, good, not good, sandbox plus for Samui plus or whatever, and the numbers, and I don't know if I'd be going there right now. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd be jumping in all head over, being almost 60 years old myself. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
I mean, I'm committed to, Possiville, but
well, the only
they've
thing
had their issues too. I mean, they've had their problems too, big time.
Yeah, but the
Hello,
I don't
Uli.
know if you're fully hi Uli, the only if you're fully vaccinated and you're going there, I would. That again, that's my opinion. Everybody has a different opinion, but I don't know, because to me, the bang for your buck, if you haven't seen Phuket or you haven't seen Samui or whatever you're going to go to, it's definitely a place to go. Would it be better if the place was wide open? Yeah. I think what you have to look at is
Andy, that's good. Cover your bases, Andy. That's good. Do you see that? That's being proactive.
I could put that up. But I don't know.
I've only spent like three or 4 days, 3 nights. I forget, in Phuket.
Yeah, I spent like 8 months there, and I went all around down to Rahway, visited all the hotels, and even that was before all the crap, and they were still excellent prices to me, because my plan was go to Kamala every month, 2 to 3 4-day mini vacations inside my retirement to different places in Phuket, and then a couple outside. I went to Krabi, and what was the other one? God, I can't remember the name. Anyway, and they were all like between. I tried to keep it between $200 and $300 for So I spent like $1,000 for 3 and 4 day trips, and I had the PCX and a box on the back, and went by myself. Wasn't seeing anybody or even thinking about it at that point. But it all depends. If you want to take a chance, if you're, it's just like, how much is it going to cost to go to Hawaii or go to, I don't even know these other countries like we talked about in the live stream last time. I don't even know if these countries will let you in. We heard Vietnam, no. Cambodia, I don't think is a no. And what do you have to do when you get there? So how different is Thailand? Maybe Thailand is the best opportunity for people out of the 50 places they want to go, because maybe 25 or 30 of those they can't go, and the rest of them have 2-week queues. So, it's an option that if you want to go someplace, I think you got to look at it a certain way. And Thailand's offering, hey, you got a 95% chance of you're going to be fine going there and have a good vacation. That 5%, if you get stuck, if you're a gambler, I would do it. But, especially if I couldn't go anyplace. And how much safer are you going to be going anywhere besides staying locked in your home, whether it be to Italy or whether it be to, wherever. You can't even go to Australia, can you? Come on, where's all the Aussies? There's a million of them in here. Well, 18. Out of the 18, there's probably 60. But, you can't go to Australia, right?
Hey, Craig.
Can I go to New Zealand?
You're right. I believe that to be true. Stuff that yeah, I do. Yeah,
What did he say?
more perfectly healthy people
If-
dying from the virus than people with health issues from the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much misinformation out there, and then people spread it. It's like a fish story or anything else. It just changes. It changes. It changes.
Yeah, but I don't know about.
What-
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that whole thing because the health the people that when they do their report and they say all the people here in Thailand. Now I'm talking about Thailand. I don't know about the world. I'm just talking about Thailand. You know, like I said, over 50% of them are over 70, and the 90% of them are over 60. So it's like, how healthy are they? You know, and then they don't even go into like they used to. Oh well, this one died and had underlying conditions, had diabetes, high blood pressure, couldn't breathe. You know, I mean, had been in the hospital and he died. Oh really? No. You know, what are you going to do? So I don't know if I.
Hello there,
You're talking
Mr.
about the world. I don't know.
Mr. P. Keep an eye on that one.
Who is it?
Look at the, I
Mr.
don't
P.
know.
I didn't even see
Yeah.
Mr. P. Where's Mr. P?
It doesn't say Mr. P. It's so the first initial P. Just
Okay.
hi.
Oh, hi everyone.
That's
Okay.
a clever name, though. I'll give him that.
Let's see. I was going to go to Thailand this summer, but after hearing about the cost of quarantine hotels and insurance,
Jesus.
I'll wait. Someone on the other live stream said it costs
Could you
$4,500.
could you read that name out, Dave? That new guy.
Penis. Yeah, you can read it.
Penis
Envy.
Envy.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good name.
Is. That's
I don't,
fucking
Randy.
good.
Why? 4,500 for what? They're in a. You're talking about Phuket, or are you talking about Bangkok? And I don't know any of them that were $4,500. Unless you're talking about airfare, hotel, everything. But see, I wouldn't come to Thailand and go to Bangkok
Okay, I'm going to answer
unless I was going
Stuck's
to come.
question.
What is it?
I'm not ready to die, but I have high blood pressure. I'm medicated, so it's not high. But if I didn't take the meds, it would be high.
Mine is high too, but I don't have diabetes anymore. So, but am I going to take it? I'll take it. But Randy, I don't elaborate on what that 4,500 just to get to Thailand. Is that your airfare, your hotel, the 2 weeks, everything? Because I wouldn't go to quarantine. I wouldn't go to Bangkok. What were you laughing at?
Joe.
But yeah, let me know, Randy. Did you already answer it and I just haven't seen it? I don't
I
think
think so. It was Bangkok.
What's that?
Oh, he said.
I think it was Bangkok. Yeah,
$4,500 bucks to
but-
get to Thailand.
But are you coming? You coming to Thailand to travel, or are you coming to Thailand to live? Because if you're coming to travel, I wouldn't go to Bangkok. First off, who has, like we were talking about the other day, Australia. If you go to Bangkok, you got 2 weeks that you got to spend in quarantine. Then maybe you have a 2 week vacation. And if you're Australian, when you get back to Australia, you got to do 2 weeks quarantine. So who's got a month and a half for a 2 week vacation? But if you're coming for a vacation, Phuket, I don't know. Do you know how much the hotels are in Phuket, Mitch?
Oh, yeah, I've answered a bunch of questions about that on other live streams. Let me pull up a different page.
And is that-
Are you talking
And are you
Phuket?
including? Yeah, Phuket. Are you including airfare, Randy, or just the actual hotel and the 2 week vacation that you would take or something?
okay?
I have two stints too, Bobby.
I'm looking at cheapest sandbox. So this is off of the asq.in.th website. Okay, let me go here. Let me refresh this page. Let me just go here, and I clicked cheapest. In fact, I'll show you, and we can follow along together. We can follow along together just like a Zoom video. Here's the ASQ hotel. This is an authorized whatever site. Okay, So you go in there and you can, down on the bottom right, you can hit filter and sort, right? Like, what do you want? You want to have a balcony, or do you want to be locked in a windowless room? Okay, so you click on those and then it'll come up. Like I said, I clicked cheapest sandbox hotel, so there's 67 of those. And the lowest one is 6,900 baht for 14 days. Okay, that, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
From
So,
experience,
Randy, I would.
it might include breakfast. It might include breakfast. You know, as you've seen people do these videos of their quarantine.
What's the medium then? 20,000 baht?
Yeah.
25,000 baht? So what is that? $600, $700, $800? Something like that? So yeah, Randy, I would say, you know, that you ought to recheck it and see, because
but no, seriously, you're going to be spending, if you want something decent and you want 3 squares a day, maybe a little access to 7-Eleven to boot, not garbage food, you're going to be spending $1,500-$1,800 easy.
Right. Okay. So.
But now check this out. You're still going to have to pay another $400. Okay, I'm rounding this number on your PCR test during that sandbox stay.
Right.
So, boom, right out of the gate, you're paying
at
for those.
2,000,
2,200 and stuff. Then you throw in another grand for the plane.
Right.
Extra
so
bag
it all
or
depends
two.
on what you want to spend. But I would think, if you're, what he just said was, he's coming to travel. I'm coming to travel and come to your housewarming party. I'll pass on banquet.
I think what Randy said, I, you know, without actually looking, I would agree with that. That's a pretty fair figure. You know, some might pay $6,000, some might pay 45 grand. No, that's to get there and for your stuff.
2 weeks, right? But were you figuring in airfare and everything?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are. And this one, Gary, is that really true? We cannot leave Australia, because I know Mark is in what is it, October, I think, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think.
But he said he had to write to the Aussie government and tell him he was leaving for till it was over, till the pandemic was over. He got it.
The other thing with Phuket Sandbox is, at this point, the last time I checked was like 2 days ago. You can't like when I fly out of Seattle and I go to Narita, and then boom to Bangkok. So I thought, okay, because these questions come up. You cannot, according to the Sandbox, you got to fly directly to Phuket. So you cannot transfer in Bangkok. They don't have a tunnel, you know.
Yeah,
you can't land in Bangkok.
Too.
Okay, I was looking at flights. All land in Bangkok for over an hour later. Can you still go on to Bangkok? Is that a question?
As far as I think that's a question. No, you can't. As far as I know.
I don't believe you can.
Mitch, no, yeah. They said you got to fly straight in.
Because you know, when I'm on these different streams and there's other moderators, a lot of and I'm not on camera. A lot of times I'm googling crap to kind of help them, because I'm like, yeah, that's a good question. So what I read on the Thai e-visa site, it's got to be a direct flight to Phuket, and they consider a direct flight would be like if you flew from your hometown in Motown, USA, you go like to Singapore, and then Singapore you can go direct to Phuket. But you can't go to Bangkok first. Crazy, huh?
My understanding also.
They don't want to deal with you.
Don says you can't leave Australia for a vacation, only long term, which is what
overseas stay. And a lot of people don't have 3 or 4 months, you know.
And Chris says you can leave as long as it's one way or things are over. Exemptions are extremely hard to get.
Yeah, see, thank you, Tom. Thailand Digital Nomad just said Randy's figure is correct for an average room only. So, and then the question is, you know, does it include 3 squares?
That was in Bangkok, though. That was in Bangkok, I think, right, Tom? Yours was in Bangkok? I thought Phuket
but
was
when
cheaper.
you look at the, here, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the ASALQ Pattaya Chonburi, I'll put that link in. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can get it all on one site, but I think it would be easier for people if they go on. And here's the.
That's kind of sad to hear that you can't leave.
Oh, dude, that's like claustrophobic. Yeah,
No,
that's
I don't think so
claustrophobic,
either,
man.
Tom. What's that?
Not being able to leave, that's kind of.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine
And
you
then
probably
here's
can
a-
leave. It's just getting back in that's going to be the bitch. But yeah, so
That's
I
it.
don't know. You know, I guess it depends on how much you planning on spending for airfare and to spend 2 weeks on vacation. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to spending usually $2,000 to $3,000, maybe more, just once I get to a vacation spot for a week. So you're that $4,500 or maybe a little less, 4,000, 38, 35, whatever it may be, depending on your taste. You know, that includes 2 weeks in a hotel and 3 meals a day. So I don't know. I mean, it all depends on how much money you have and what your plans are. But if you're wanting to come and you're going to stay here for a while, I think it's the way to go. I would do it. I think they're around the same price. Okay.
And
The
then
only
here
thing
is.
You don't have to stay inside
Sorry.
the hotel in Phuket.
And here's
Go
the
ahead.
that same
Robert's here.
venue.
Hey, Robert.
And hello, Robert. Here's the other one. That's Bangkok. So you get the same format of search. So you got your and the prices, of course, are more. Their lowest price is 29 grand or whatever,
Right.
26 grand.
Let's
Pat-
see. So Gary says,
Pattaya has the same thing too.
yeah, they have a separate thing. I think that's where Mark wants to go because that's the closest to Rayong for him. At this stage, I wouldn't want to go. At this stage, with the current Thailand situation, I don't know. Like I said, the only place that I can see that's better for traveling, if you're a traveler, because if you want to come here to retire, I think it's a no-brainer. If you're coming here to travel for 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it may be, short of the United States, I don't know how the UK is. I don't know how Australia is. Well, I kind of know how Australia is because most of you guys are from Australia. That you could be locked down. You can only go, 10 kilometers from your home, so that's no fun. And if you're in Phuket, I mean, you got that whole island to drive around on, and then after 2 weeks, you can go, for your 6 week, you can go pretty much any place in Thailand except for Bangkok. And it's surrounding, deep red zones. So I don't know. I guess it's like I said, it's all up to the person, and but I understand what you're saying. Let's see, Tommy.
Well, I just know the route I'm taking. Not to rub it in or nothing, but I land at my destination, or I should say I will be landing at my destination, and I have a private car picking me up. The sign will be held in the air, and I'll have my name on it, and I'll get picked up and greeted, and whatever, you need any refreshments, now I'm good to go. And about 45 minutes later, I'll be pulling up to an estate that does agricultural tourism, and I'll go check out my room that I don't have to pay anything for, and I'll get 3 squares a day plus whatever else I want, and lots of evenings with vino.
That's one good thing.
Sorry.
I do like Italian wine, so
Lots
I'm
of free
kind of
pasta.
because and the place. Yeah, but I really like wine. I haven't drank any since I've been here because
I love a
haven't
good
really
red.
found a place to
I
get-
like white
yeah,
too, but I like a good.
yeah, me too. But I haven't found any places that sell, or maybe somebody could tell me exceptional wines here in Thailand. I've tasted a couple and I wouldn't use them for cooking. But
I think Silver Lake has some decent wines, but you
Do
can
they?
get some Alice White there and stuff. You can get some good
check it
Australian
out.
wines there.
I kind of enjoy that and a good
I mean, I don't know what
Cigars?
Australians think of
Now I shouldn't be smoking, but a
Yeah,
cigar
all the
and a
signs of instrument.
big hunk of cheese. Uh, what is this?
Yeah, I had in my check bag. I had a bottle of port and a big a block
No
of Stilton cheese
That's cool, Doug.
that I brought for a
Yeah,
friend of mine.
I like a good cheddar, good cheese.
It
I don't
wasn't
mind.
cheap, but it would taste terrible.
My wife and I got a bottle of wine from Costco. It wasn't cheap. You know, I was buying, and I forget the name of the brand.
That's pretty
Uh,
cool. Don.
it was
That's
a
great.
Cabernet, and it was $6.99 a bottle from what the hell's that place in the United States that sells all
Napa
only liquor?
Valley.
No, the stores that sell just liquor. You go in mass quantities,
Oh.
you get cases. What the hell's the
Oh,
name of it?
distributor.
Yeah, what's the hell's the name of them? And somebody will know. Anyway, I was buying a
I used
case
to
at a
work.
time.
Yeah, I didn't work for them. I tried to get a job with one. Can't remember
What was
their
the
name.
hell's name? I'm horrible. But we had some blind
Bevmo.
taste tests.
Bevmo.
Yeah, Bevmo. We had some blind taste tests, and I
That
put
must
it
be a
into
company,
the
huh?
deal. And out of 10, 15 bottles of wine that were, 20, 30, 40, $50 a
Bevmo
bottle.
Corporation. See, I've never heard of them.
Bevmo?
Based in
No.
California.
Yeah, they're all over the place here. But the cheapest bottle of wine was above 20, and the most expensive was probably 50, and this one was
Boone's
$6.99, and it came in second out of the 20 some odd bottles. So.
See, Thailand Digital Nomads talking about Silver Lake.
Yeah, I
Up
remember
there.
Boone's Strawberry Hill and Annie Green Springs. I got drunk in 6th grade.
Dan Murphy in Australia. I'm looking these up as you guys are talking about.
Robert.
I'm looking them up.
6th grade, and that was what Annie, the Green Apple one, and the Strawberry Hill. I remember walking around when I was a small
Owned by
lad.
Woolworths. I'll be darned.
Great prices. They had a wine thing where you buy one and you get another one for a penny. I mean, they had all sorts of good deals. Man, a Thai Silver Lake
Woolworths Group.
Club.
Now
Okay.
that's different than the
I will-
Woolworths. Oh, IGA.
I'll
It
try
is.
that.
It is Woolworths.
I will try that, Tom.
Yeah. Silver Lake. I've heard that.
I'll have to get it. Where can you get it at? Can you get it at Macro or something like that, or no? Big C. They got to
good
be
question.
allowed somewhere. Let me know where you got it at, Tom.
White Port.
We're talking about hangovers.
I worked for Associated Vintners years ago, and their
Great.
Columbia
Okay.
Winery.
Boone's Farm was high-end stuff. Used to drink port, yeah. That was in. God, I don't even know if I knew what port was when that was. This was. How old were you when you're in 6th grade? 12? 11, 12? 12 years old, I think. So I think you're 13 when you go into junior high. 15 when you get out, and then 18 when you get out of high school. Anyway, we got drunk on it, got in trouble. Of course, they didn't understand. They suspended us for 3 days. What a torture! I don't have to go to school for 3 days. I don't think they ever quite had figured that out. The schools didn't. That hey, I was doing this so I could get suspended. Bloody cold and survives anyway. Don't warm.
Yeah, he's dead now. This guy.
Who? Morgan
Oh, I'm
David.
just looking at this. Wow, sometimes I shouldn't look shit up.
Sangria. And pork skins.
Thunderbird, that's the word.
Thunderbird? Yeah. I
I
remember
got
that
plowed
one.
on Thunderbird once. Never again.
Yeah, Bevmo was my favorite place.
Really?
They didn't make it up there, huh? To Oregon and, well, we don't know about Oregon, but
I've never heard of them.
Seattle. Yeah, huh. I mean, big here, like every major corner of good size, like where they've got a Target and a this and a that.
Old English 800, huh?
They've got a Bevmo. There's a bunch of them. I'm a non-drinker today. Tomorrow, maybe
Tomorrow,
not.
maybe not. Yeah, I hear you.
No. Oh, good enough. Yeah, I remember. What did you say? Old English 800? I remember that. Well, you remember Mickey's Big Mouth? It was like a
Yeah, Mickey's Big
little
Mouth, green
Mickey
bottle.
Yeah. Old English 800. Okay, I remember that.
There you
The
go,
big one, the
Thailand.
big one back then that I got was, and that everybody really wanted was Schlitz malt liquor.
But they source
That's
their
what they wanted.
grapes. I believe they source their grapes somewhere else, though. Silver Lake, even though they have a vineyard there. Um, but that doesn't mean that's not their grapes and their wine and their.
Let's see. Bodo says, Chris, share with me the open outdoor photo of the outback, please.
That's cool. Time to get going.
What did he put? This one? I used to be the big dude for an 8,000 acre wine. Wow. I always wanted to make my own wine. I never got around to it, but
I played with it and beer too.
yeah, beer I never got into, but wine I really wanted to. And my wife
Yeah, my old
wasn't.
brother-in-law
She didn't
started
like
a small brewery.
She didn't like drinking
Small little called
anyway.
Red Hook.
Bacardi.
You ever heard of them, Dave?
I like. What is it called?
Red Hook.
That's a what? A beer?
Yeah.
No, never heard.
Was a
of it.
microbrewery.
Was it? No. So you guys got a lot of microbrewery. Well, we do now in California, but I think they popped out up in your area, much like Starbucks. You guys had a bunch of microbreweries there before we had them in Southern California. Dave, you drink.
Yeah, we've got
Profits it.
boutique
He loves them.
wineries here. So many microbreweries. It's a clique,
Yeah.
you know.
Even up where I was, up in the high Sierras by Bass Lake, Central California,
Making the profits.
they had one or two in the small little town that I lived in. They had
Grenades.
microbreweries.
That's true. That bottle was like a grenade. And you know the story behind why they did it, had a big mouth on it?
No,
Anybody?
I don't.
It's easier to pee in the bottle.
That's what Gatorade.
I made that
bottles-
up.
That's what Gatorade bottles are made for.
And then it's a
They always
grenade.
say-
Just kidding.
Let's see.
Well,
I think I'm caught up. How many people we have? 17 within an hour. What else was there? Anybody else?
oh,
have any-
Randy, you are not kidding. It would be way more fun to have this discussion in person.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So the stories are so much better.
You can make wine easy in Thailand. They have some really strong grape juice from the Middle East. If you get the yeast, I wonder if it's illegal. Is it illegal to make it? Do you know, Craig?
You can accidentally make it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just left it there and it
I
fermented.
bet you can make it yourself. I mean, they got some pretty nasty stuff along the side of the road.
Yeah,
Gotta let it burp, man. You don't want to seal it. You're cleaning up
yeah.
fermented
no
grape
shit.
juice.
Yeah,
My aunt all the time. My aunt had a rubber glove on hers. You know, you get the what's it called? The glass bottle. It was a carboy. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, carboy. Yep.
Yeah, she had the old carboy in the closet, and yeah, had a rubber glove on it.
Yeah, we almost bought a.
Yeah, you can't sell it, but everyone makes
last
it.
minute,
There you
'cause I had a
go.
perfect place for it. Down in my basement was nice and perfect temperature, cool.
Yeah.
And it was good. That and cigars. I'll tell you one thing about my wife, the one that passed away. Out of most people, I loved cigars. I really do. I used to enjoy having a good cigar every once in a while. And my wife loved the smell of cigar smoke more than any person I've ever met in my entire. She'd make me blow it in her face. That's how much she liked the cigar
Really?
smoke. Then also, I went out with a gal that was actually married to. God, what's Grant? The one that was the president of NBC? Something Grant. He was married to Mary Tyler Moore. God, what was
Oh,
his
Lou
name?
Grant? No,
No, I don't,
that's not. No, no, no.
no,
That's a guy
no.
actor.
Anyway, I think his name was Grant. Well, she was married. She was an awesome lady, and I met her. She had a boyfriend. We kind of hit it off. She really liked me. I really liked her, and she smoked cigars, but she was a good one. He used to give her like 10,000. I remember $10,000 for Christmas every year. They had a kid, or the guy took care of him because the husband, the one she was married to, was a cop, LAPD, I think. God, I met some interesting people in my life. They, I think about them, and sometimes it is. Hey, live stream.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, Gator. Yeah, I watched that this morning. It was a good one, right? Did you see the dude thing? He kind of clarified the dude. Ulysses S. Grant. No, I'll remember his name. Anyway, he was the president for a lot of years of NBC, married to Mary Tyler Moore. I think his last name was Grant. Anyway, said hi, and Raven versus Don 909. Yeah, that was a good. I like that video, Gator. I watched it early this morning. See, and I think I'm caught up. Now the Gator's here. You have any questions? Smoking a cigar is like sitting in one of those smoking rooms, Asia Airport. Yeah, they used to have those smoking places in LAX and all the airports. And I can remember even years and years ago, they had a smoking section in an airplane on my flight to Hawaii. And I was one row in front of the smoking section, and I lit up, and the lady came over and just the stewardess just I was drunk, but she just lit me up. You can't smoke. I said, are you shitting me? I said, look around. We're in a tube. We're in a tube, and the person that's not less than a foot away from me is smoking. But they made me put it out anyway. But yeah, smoking on a plane, that was interesting. In fact, up until recently, a lot of the flights that I made, maybe 15, 20 years ago, I guess, so not that recently, they still had the ashtrays in the armrests on the planes. I think they've taken those out now. Didn't Bill Clinton like cigars? I think he did. Grant Tinker, exactly right. That's it. Craig got it. Grant Tinker. But they took care of that lady. She was awesome. Just wasn't the right timing or anything. But me and her would sit down and smoke some cigars, and she was dynamite. She had a great sense of humor. She was fun. Let's see. What is this one saying? Oh, CBS Bud Grant. Smoking section. No one's smoking more. The Italian flight attendants. Yeah, you're probably right. Don said, I smoked in a 740 upstairs smoking going to Australia and South Africa in 95. Yeah, it was weird. I don't remember the year that I went to Hawaii or Maui, wherever I was headed. But it was interesting. Morning, back. Oh, Brock's back. So how'd it go? Doctor said you're free to handle whatever you want to handle with that hand, or what? You say everything's healing good? Let us know. Let's see. Yep, last smoking flight I had was 20 plus. Yeah, it had to be over 20 years ago. I remember it though like it was yesterday. And I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. The mind's an amazing part of my body anyway. First time I went to here, smoking was still allowed. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, let us know, Brock, what they say, and put up this. I'm going to put up the invite thing. I'm probably going to only go an hour and a half, but I'll put up the link in case anybody wants to chime in for a few minutes. I will paste it and I will put it. What did Andy say? First time. First time I went to Europe, smoking was still allowed. Yeah, I already put that in there. Yep, I
Boy,
got
that
it.
delay is like a minute.
Is it?
Yeah, that's okay.
You're leaving on a jet plane? Uh, but yeah, so I don't know. I still think, just to kind of sum up everything that we've talked about, is my health is great. The house is. My wife went there yesterday. I did not. They're starting to. I think they're pretty much done with the smooth coating on the inside, and they were on the outside. They had all the scaffolding up, and she said they had a good portion of the outside done. And then I also found out, I think, before the end of this week, I think my escrow will close on my house, which will help things go along on the house build. And we talked about Phuket, which I think is going fine. We talked about the government threatening people that are fake news and talking about, stuff that isn't true, which I'm sure people are going to have to be careful. I usually say that's my opinion, so I cover my ass.
Gotta remember those old smoke eaters, Dave, when you're doing HVAC work?
Yeah, we had a company
God, they
called
were nasty. Oh my
PL,
word.
PL Porter was the name of it. Big machine shop. They made all the mechanisms and stuff for the foldable seats, I think in the airplanes, some kind of a seat. I can't remember what it was, the mechanism for whatever they did. And he was non-union, and the unions used to hit him up all the time. You can't, and they approach the people and say, you need to come union. He goes, why? He goes, well, we've got a 150,000 square foot machine shop. It's completely air conditioned. We have smog hogs over, I don't know how many of them, over, and the guy pays above union scale. Why would we go union? They just laughed at him. The guy definitely took care. He had 401ks. The guy was a good guy. He knew it. He treated the people correctly. But yeah, smog hogs were great. A lot of them in bars too back then, when you could still smoke in a bar.
Remember back in the day, you'd go to like Denny's restaurants and the nicotine all over the ceiling and the tiles.
Brock wants to come in real quick, but he's not going to. Oh, there he is. And then I'll tell you a story real quick. Hey, Brock.
Morning, all.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
I'll tell you a real quick story about smoking. I owned the bar in Simi Valley. It was a long time ago. Anyway, you could still smoke in the bar. Then I was running around, and my wife said, it's time to leave the San Fernando Valley. We need to get out of here. You're going down the wrong road. And we went to Central California. I was up in Central California and did not visit one topless bar or any place to drink. No bars, no nothing. The whole 15 years at this time, 15 years, I was up there.
Okay.
I had my '08 Dyna, and one day it was the football playoffs, and I thought to myself, oh hell, I'm going to drive into town, the little town, and I'm going to go to the bar there, and I'm going to have a beer, and I'm going to watch some of the football games. It was just starting. It was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They were just getting ready to start the first game. And went there. Guy was just opening, and the game had already started. It was the first game had already started, and it was almost into the second quarter. And I said, you're just opening now? And he goes, yeah, we don't get many people to come in and watch, so the owner didn't want us to do it, but we're open now. And he had his back to me. So as he was getting me, he said, what do you want? And well, we called them Bass Lake Martinis, which was a beer with a pit green olive dropped in it. And that was called a Bass Lake Martini. I said, I'll have a Bass Lake Martini. He said, okay. Turned his back. I pulled out my cigarettes, lit up, and started smoking. The guy turned around. I thought he was going to shit a brick. You can't smoke in here? What are you doing? I said, what do you mean you can't smoke? I'm in a bar, right? Yeah. He said, you haven't been able to smoke in bars in 10 years. I said, shit, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I'll go outside. Well, the town that I was in, from where I was, the drive to this was maybe 10 minutes. And the town I was in was nobody. It's a block long, right? But one of the restaurants there, bar, in the middle of town, the only one. I go to the guy, well, this kind of sucks. I don't want to sit here. I said, do you know of is there any place you can go to? He said, well, yeah. He goes, if you go back over to North Fork, an Indian owns the barn there, and they're allowed to do pretty much whatever they want. Drove right back, not 30 seconds from my house. Went up there, they had the game on. There was probably, most of them Indians, and American Indians. And that had the greatest time I've ever had. I only drank 2 beers. I didn't get drunk at that time either. But smoke away, yeah, do whatever you want. It was all right. But I had no idea that you couldn't smoke in a bar. How can you not smoke in a bar? It's like smoking and alcohol go together. Is that it? You got rid of everything? Tired of screwing with it?
Yeah.
Let's see. What did we get? I remember. LAX. Oh, here Brock said I missed that completely. Of course, you could tell us now in person. Stitches are out. Just a couple of this is before it get going tonight. Cool. How's the feeling in the hand?
Feeling's good. Got a lot of movement.
Cool.
Awesome.
I've got more. I just have to keep exercising it. It'll slowly get better and better.
Good.
There you go.
Cool. I told you, my mom, said it was the best thing she ever did. I remember.
Where am I? I'll never tell. Where am I?
Used to work at a club, go home at night, shower, could watch the Brown. Yeah, it was thick.
Same place I was a couple days ago, Gator. Oh, excuse me.
Just dropped his Koisumui is now open video. Okay, cool. I don't know who is Chris. Oh, okay. Now I know who it is. RW for you. Okay. I didn't know his name. Now I do. They're saying hi to Brock. Who's this? Storekeeper, how you doing? And what else did I miss? I said hi.
I am in Washington
Dave's twin.
State,
Mitch posted
on the western side of the state.
the video. Mitch, where are you? That's what you're answering right now.
Closest major city is Seattle.
Yeah, I can't remember. We went to the Indian casinos up by where I live.
I've been slacking on my
I don't
modding,
remember if I
actually.
could smoke or not. I have owned a hotel for 18 years and can't smoke in my own building. Yeah,
When I get to Italy, I'm cutting back on a lot of the stuff because I'll officially be retired and I'm not going to be doing.
Oh, you can smoke in bars in Florida. Didn't know that. Hookah smoking in Indian restaurants.
The key players know who they are that I'll still be associated with on a regular basis.
So, I didn't know that. Did you know that you could smoke in bars in Florida, Mitch?
Me, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I've never been to Florida.
California,
And,
I know you can.
it's on my list of. Because I've been looking at real estate,
Yeah.
in various parts of the United States.
Is Tom still here? In Digital Nomad, you still here?
Probably.
Hello. Did you ever find out what was happening with those condos, the ones that were up for sale, or are you going to do a video on that? I think you said you were going to do a video. I'd like to know. I'm really interested in that.
The candy bar in Chatsworth.
I bumped it. Yeah, the Candy Cat. You probably did. If
I'm
you
sorry,
went
what
to the
am I
Candy
thinking
Cat,
you for? What are you thinking me for? No, New Mojo.
especially if you went to the Candy Cat 1 in Chatsworth, which you're mentioning there. I was there a lot. In, I want to say the year 1999, 1998, and 1999. Those 2 years. I went there all the time, even before when we worked. Our shop, if you're familiar with the area, Randy, you know where Chatsworth Tire is. Right next to Chatsworth Tire, there's an office building, single story. All temperatures controlled, was in that building. And my signal when I was younger, I used to go to the Cat. When I knew it was time to get out of there was when they blinked the lights and said last call. I would go down to right next to Chatsworth Tire. I had the keys to the office, and I would sleep under my desk until 6 o'clock in the morning, get up and start doing service on air conditioners. But yeah, if you went there, you probably ran into me. I know you said just kidding, but you know when I knew I was old, Randy, when I was in the Candy Cat and a kid came up to me when I was playing pool and said, "Dave." I turned around and the kid was young. I said, "Yeah, who are you?" I coached him in Little League and he was like 26 years old. I said, "God, I'm old. Now I have to admit I'm old." No, probably other states. Do I know? I'm missing. Florida law is that there is a balance between the sales of food and alcohol. I forget the balance. But if you sell a certain percentage more of booze than food, you can smoke them. Wow. Interesting. Good to know. I mean, I don't know. I never, even when I was at a smoking deal, if I was sitting next to a table that no one was smoking at and they were eating, I wouldn't smoke. I'd walk outside anyway. But I guess there are some people that aren't considerate. But it's a bit noisy. The boss is vacuuming. Oh, you muted your own? I didn't mute you, did I?
Who, me?
Classified as a bar, not a restaurant. I see. No, Brock did. Brock said I only go to. What did I say? I only go to topless sport bars for the sports. Do they have topless bars in Australia? They got to, right?
Good evening there, Craig. That's nice.
What did he do?
500 smackers on top of all that.
Big Vietnamese lunch today. Stop in Casino 151. Wow. Yeah, you better eat there more often, obviously. You're right. What was this? What did Chris? My first high school, the teachers would smoke in the men's room and keep looking out for us.
The boss,
yeah,
Bruce Springsteen.
I hope you will still on my one video channel.
I feel like a margarita.
Is it almost time? I said I'd go to
What day is
1:30.
it?
It's 1:27. Anybody got any
Hey,
other
I
input?
got a little kicker. I got a little check in the mail today.
Did you?
Apparently an overpayment for utilities to the city.
Ah.
Guess when they did the house thing, they just blanket put out a bunch of money to the various utilities, and like, who in God's name spends this kind of money for a monthly utility bill? Who knows? But I got the refund. High cotton now.
Took me to a topless donut shop on the way home. What Brock is typing? Oh, because they're vacuuming. If I want to go to a topless eatery, the cook said stay home. She'll go topless. Yeah, I hear that, Brock. That sounds good to me. Now I got a freaking mosquito next to me. California government. What did California government say?
Yeah,
California government just said he's kicking another.
I feel like a
600.
strawberry margarita.
Who said that, Craig? Kicking another $600 stimulus check to everyone? Government. Is that the president? Who said
Oh
that?
my.
Topless donuts is what? So Central Florida. Do not move to the Village, Florida, the largest group of people with STDs. It's a retirement community. Yeah. We did a lot of, I never liked going to them, but.
Do they still have those, storekeeper?
What is it?
Topless drive-through coffee shops. I don't remember if I remember they were cracking down on that stuff, but I don't remember.
But
All I want's a good coffee. I really don't need to see any boobies.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that one. What is it? I want to see the guys topless running the donut shop. Sure do here in, what is that? I can't.
Bremerton, really?
Bremerton.
I'll be down.
Okay.
Bremerton's a good day. Hey, storekeeper. You know the sub base there at Bangor? I go over there every summer. There's a summer parade every summer, and I'm in the VIP stands because of a family member of mine, of his history. That's all I will say.
You can tell I'm bored. I'm going to change my green screen. No, I missed the boats. Now I feel like I'm in Thailand. Okay, I'm better now. What did I miss? What did
Topless bars in Bremerton. I had no idea.
There are a few skimpy bars in Perth.
Yeah, I thought they shut them down here on 99.
The ones
Highway
that
99.
most of the ones that were in the San Fernando Valley were either owned or run or operated by guys.
In Pasco, really?
Is this one saying? All the girls in the coffee shop.
It's no homish. They're all around where I mean, that's close when you're talking about the state.
They had in the San Fernando Valley, which I don't know if they had anymore. The full nude places, there were only a couple, but if you were full nude, they couldn't serve alcohol. Why, I don't know. But if they were topless, you could serve alcohol. But the totally nude places, they could not serve alcohol. At least in California or in the San
I guess because if you got drunk, you couldn't control yourself or something.
I guess not. I don't know. They still had the coffee
Wow.
kiosks and stuff.
You know, I had breakfast in Snohomish a couple weeks ago.
Through coffee shops.
Cute
Unbelievable. I
little
don't
town.
remember that. Of course, I haven't been in Los Angeles, but I don't remember any of that. Most of the places that at least that had their that were topless places, they'd been there for years and kind of
Gentlemen's
grandfathered
Club.
in.
There you go. Gentlemen's Club.
If you wanted to, open up a place, you had to. It was almost impossible. Cops are coming down heavily on the 1%ers right now in Australia. Yeah, I would imagine so. Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, I think so, Andy. Yes, I have actually, though.
What is it?
I'm not 60
Any
yet,
of you guys been to Nude Beach?
but I should have stayed home.
I've been there, but I was the only one. I was the only one still wearing clothes.
They're like, oh, you have to be naked to get past the gate here. And I said, fine. So I dropped trowel, and there I was. I don't give a shit. I ain't bashful. I ain't proud either, but I ain't bashful. So, Randy,
It's a very, very
what,
big
are you
beach,
from-
not far from here.
Washington State or something like that?
There's one close to you, Brock. Nude
Yeah,
Beach.
Swanbourne Beach. It's right at the back of the SAS training grounds. SAS are the special forces. They don't take prisoners.
Yeah, there's a nude whatever here. It's like, man, it better be August.
Yeah, no shit. There was one up in the Malibu Canyon, I think it was, that went from the San Fernando Valley to like the beach area, Malibu Beach, and all that. Most people are familiar with Malibu. Anyway, they had a nude. What do they call it? Nudist colony. Nudist colony up there. But again, it was pretty hot during the summer. But winter's got a little nipply. Can you say nipply?
Sure.
But,
That's a town in northern Italy, isn't it?
in 15 years, I got my father a special kiss for his birthday.
Oh, in-laws is Snohomish, yeah. That's where we used to get our dynamite at Harvey Airstrip. There was a business at the south end of the strip, southeast end of the strip.
There was still one
And,
near Morro Bay.
That's
also.
where we used to get our dynamite when I was a kid. With my
Hey, Bob,
my
how you
grandpa
doing?
And my
Good to
great
see
uncle.
you.
Hi, Bob.
Say good morning to Bob.
Let's see. There's a place in
Wrong with playing with dynamite.
Issaquah, Washington, Sultan, Washington, Shelton, Washington. Family nudist park.
Thanks, great.
Great
Thanks.
place you want to take your kids.
Where, take your kids where?
To the fucking nudist
Beach.
park.
And what is that?
Tiger Mountain.
Point a lot. What is that? Everybody
Huh?
saying hi
What?
to Bob?
You can say nipply, yeah. You only got 3 thumbs down. Come on.
I know.
Come on, you
trolls.
guys.
Come on out of the woodwork. I still have friends and family in Ferndale.
Wow.
These are places I don't know. I'm imagining they're up in your neck of the woods.
Well, the Everett is. The Navy has a base there,
Everett.
as well as the Everett Marina and all that stuff, and you can go out to Hat Island and
Ferndale,
what
I
have
have
you.
heard of too.
I was just reading this thing on the. Let me finish the other thing. For Bellingham, Ferndale, and Blaine are at the border there, up by Vancouver, Canada. What's the town? Anyway, yeah, I was reading nudist colonies in Washington State. I just typed in Washington State nudist colony, and the second one on the list says Tiger Mountain Family Nudist Park. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I never really quite got the nudist colony thing. The beaches
Yeah,
were
to me it
kind
just
of
doesn't.
novelty. No, it was a novel. You know, I never took
Oh
up
no,
on
that
bathing
sounds
suit.
like Menorca. Yeah. You know, when I brought my kids to Thailand, their first trip, 4 and 8 years old respectively, I took them to Koh Samet, and a boatload of Ruskies showed up, and they got comfortable. A lot of the women were topless, and I didn't give a hoot. You know what I mean?
The kids point a lot.
My daughter went, "Dad, she's showing her boobs." I says, "Yeah," and that was it. Yeah.
Bob says,
Kids don't really
family
care.
nudist park. Pass for
Oh
me.
yeah, definitely a pass for me. Yeah, that's like no.
Bob said we were all born.
That's
in
just too
plain
many
clothes.
questions.
Yeah, that's true, Bob. I just don't like walking around naked. You know, I did.
Yeah, I don't
I'll tell
wanna-
you one thing. I want to get. I don't know. Do they still have Jehovah Witnesses in the States that come knocking
Yes.
on your door? Okay.
Yes.
Here's a. I found this out and it works perfect. They used to come to my house and I'd be hung over my mom's house. They come to the door, two guys and a lady,
No
and
kidding,
all I did
Gator.
was open up the door, stark ass naked. Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Come on in. No. Come on in. They just Todd never came again. I said, okay, that works. So it does work. It's perfect. But
I'm
they-
trying to unpicture that.
I'm
I
glad I
pictured
don't
it. Now I'm
picture
trying to
it.
unpicture it.
I don't think you could unpicture something like that. Once it's in your mind, you're screwed.
That's it.
But yeah, they never came back. Thank God. I mean, they come in ungodly. You know, I mean, back then, I mean, I just got home at 6 o'clock. What happened?
Uh-huh.
It scared the
Dog started licking my leg.
And
The
you think
dish
it was
licker
something
came
else?
in. Come here. Come here. You scared?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got a bunch of them now. What did I miss? I missed a lot. All right.
Thank
let's
you.
start with Bob here. Every time I was at a new beach, the people would wear clothes, fat and old and nothing to look at. That was me. I was one of those ones, Bob. I wore my clothes. One time in Spain, most of the news were adults.
Say
I was
hello.
a rebel teenager. Hello. One came out of the water like Bo Derek.
Take care, Chris.
That bolted. That is funny.
Oh my God, that's cold.
Cold? Yep, answer the door naked. It works. Mine kept company. But mine kept
Look at
coming
that.
back. You probably look better than me, Bobby. They didn't
That's
want to
more
come
like a
back and see
smoothie.
me again. I used to read meters for the local electric company. I had to read the meter at the nudist colony. I felt
Mighty O
uncomfortable
Donuts,
with all
Denny
the
Triangle.
there.
Look. It's not ringing a bell. Mighty O Donuts. What the hell's that?
This is a large, well-known nudist camp about an hour from me. Did some work there. It wasn't pretty. Oh, wait, I missed this. Would you like to, if I can arrange for them to stop by? Yeah, are they here in Thailand? If they're here in Thailand, tell them to come on by. I'll give them a free show. Gotta run. All right, Chris, take it easy. We're gonna leave soon too. I guess I'm gonna go a little longer. Still, there's 20 people, the most we've had in here. Might as well keep going. Mitch, you have been to Mighty Donuts? Is that, oh, yeah, that was
Never
you were
been
just
there.
talking about. I missed
Never
it.
been there. Have you seen
We
your
have
messenger?
A new pet hotel. A new pet hotel.
Let
Nude
me
pet
look.
hotel. How can you have a nude pet hotel? Mitch, have you seen your messenger? Andy, send you something, Mitch? Later, say goodbye. What does this one say? Having my AC unit clean. I need to have mine cleaned right now too.
I'll
Bob.
be careful opening
Glad you
Andy's
reminded.
messenger.
Let's see. See ya. Goodbye.
Yeah, I have now, Andy. Thanks.
I want to say that they charged me. Sounds about right. I think. It might even. I think they cleaned all. How many
Good
do you
morning,
have?
Robert Mack.
They only clean in one, Bob. They're saying hello. Saying this. Robert Mack is saying hello. And Gear. Oh, I'm caught up again. Got him quick.
Yeah, we did the smoke eaters at Deja Vu and Rick's here, and on 99 and on Lake City Way.
They were good in the bars. We had one in our. Well, actually, we had two in ours. In our bar. Johnny says, see what Johnny wrote? We shoot every third salesperson.
The second guy just left.
Yeah. Lord, my pool pump motor crap. What do we got? Robert Mack, hey.
Oh my God! Thanks,
Hey, how you doing, Robert?
thanks, Andy.
What happened?
Nothing. Just chatting.
Andy sent you something? What does this say?
What are you eating, Mitch? You got enough for everybody?
I do. Come on over, everyone.
Last time I went to the new beach, I
Pepperoni
had
stick.
Oh, okay, I'll be there.
And
very good, Joe. Very good.
a margarita smoothie. Look at that. Look how thick that is. It's not even going down a straw.
That almost
Look
looks
at that.
healthy.
Yeah. I
Mm.
don't know. Can I drink? Does it have salt in it? No salt on the
No.
rim. I should be all right. Now they probably put a crap load of salt.
Put
in
their
it.
salt in the pepperoni stick, and I'm gonna dip it in it. Look at that.
Oh shit.
Mm. Oh, that's gonna pretty good actually.
Let's see.
I could
Hey,
grab a
we're
beer, but
going
it's
live tomorrow. I will come on.
That was a
I can
trooper.
if you want to. If I'm bored, I almost went on yesterday. Just one unit. Can't remember how much I paid, but they did 1, 2, 3, 5 units. I want to say it was about $1,500. I
Korean
think.
jerky. Ooh.
Still planning on that nude. Yeah, I don't think they allow that here, storekeeper.
Kind of rude of me sitting here eating in front of everybody, all talking with my mouth full.
I was just eating Korean jerky. It's badass.
Apologize for that.
Never eaten Korean jerky. Not something I want to do.
Oh, got
No,
another message here.
I'm not going to clean mine. I'll
Apparently,
watch for you tomorrow. If I go, I'll let you know.
everybody. Oh, look, I'm showing myself the smoothie.
Hey, how do you
Half a
show?
minute ago.
How do you show your little monkey and your? If you don't want to show your, how do you put an avatar up there?
Oh, well, on your StreamYard page,
Uh
on the bottom left of your screen,
Right.
you see the little teeny screen where you're at.
Yeah.
Those three dots, click them,
Click the 3 dot. All right.
and click Edit Audio Avatar.
Edit audio. Okay.
And then in
Oh,
there
I
you
see.
can add pictures. So I have a bunch of pictures. I have my monkey. I'm going to switch it, and now when I stop my cam, it comes up. Everyone will see that in about a minute.
It's there.
See what I mean? So,
Oh, okay.
and I can say, oh, I don't
Almost don't
like-
notice the difference.
I could do this one. Okay,
So I
like
could do this then, right? And how do I
I'm
get
gonna
it
do
away
this.
once I'm done?
just
how
turn
did
the
you do
camera
that?
back on. Hello, Dave.
Now, how-
You need to take your stress pills. Do I sound like Hal?
yes. But how did I did it and why didn't it work?
Well, do you have a picture there?
Yeah. Oh, I got to click on it?
Click on the picture. Now you shut off your camera on the bottom ledger where it says mute, start cam, mic.
Yeah, stop cam.
hit SOP cam and we'll see that picture.
Ah,
And there we go. There's your motorcycle.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
The thing about
And
I
then
don't
if-
like about those is they're not full screen, but that's okay.
That's what that Capio I was watching this morning, that's what he does.
Take care, Andy. We'll see ya.
And I asked him, he never answered me, but does he live in Thailand?
Who?
Capio?
Capio.
Capio?
No.
But
no.
he's married to a Thai lady.
Good
He
question.
said he
I don't
was.
know. Someone else can help me out with that.
He said he was today.
Yeah, leave
on
your
the
monkey
stream.
in your pants, Dave. There you go.
What am I missing? What did I miss? Dave, where you going?
I'm just reading the comments.
Bomb.
Everybody's saying goodbye to Andy.
Let's see. I'll watch for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I will. If I'm bored, I will. Yeah, not something I want to do either, Bob.
4 or
not for
5:30, huh? Robert Mack?
How do you show your little monkey?
Cleaning out the
Took a different turn. Did you see that from Gator?
homeless, huh?
How do you show your little monkey? Well, that just took a different turn from Gator. Sounds personal.
Huh.
Yeah, you guys are funny.
Wow.
What does this one say? Haven't been to the vet lately. Yeah, I saw the homeless movie, and yeah, it's not great.
Serious question here about
Okay.
Dave's live stream. Do you guys want? Dave and I were talking about this earlier. That's why I'm asking. Do you guys want different topics and stuff, or just watching watching the train wreck, or what? I mean, what do you people like
Yeah, we could put up different topics.
talking about? You know, just a thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Did anybody watch Thailand Bound's live show
I didn't see
today,
it.
tonight, last night, whatever it was?
I missed it.
That's some trivia. I love trivia games. I just think it's a blast.
That's another one that's the one that I told you I went to and I couldn't see the chat, right?
I'm not
I think
sure.
you
I
have
don't
to-
remember.
I think you have to be a subscriber.
Also, now that I just saw Johnny's name there, I
am a subscriber.
recall getting a notification for Talkback Thailand is going to start shortly.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, I'm going
I'm-
to stop shortly.
Am I right,
Let's
Johnny?
Don says train wrecks are always good. Go with the flow, Johnny says.
Shoot from the hip. It's like when you meet someone for a beer or a Coke or a coffee.
The freestyle.
Kind of go for the,
Let it go where
You know,
it
wait.
may.
yeah.
Well, we can always go where we may, but if we have a main subject, we can do that and then shoot off of it. We do that anyway. But in case
Oh,
somebody,
actually, it's an hour
Someone
and
wants to-
15 roughly from now.
I'm going to go. I think maybe I'll go another 10 minutes.
Okay.
What does this one say? What does this one say? If your
Yeah.
marriage fails, don't
It's
just
fun,
blame
Gator.
her.
I like it too.
Blame her mother.
Tired and living the dream. Good morning, sir.
There he is. Oh, I had a. Did I? I didn't answer your question, did I? Les. He asked me. He got the new DJI camera. He was asking me about my 9, and my 9. The only problem I've had with overheating or locking up, no locking up problems. Overheating I had when I was using it as a webcam and had it plugged in to the constant power. Otherwise, no, I haven't. I've heard about it, but I haven't. And I think I asked you if they were any good. You want me to put the link up? I can put the link up. Yeah, but yeah, I like mine, but I was interested in what you have to say about that. What is it, Osmo something or other? I can't remember even the name.
Osmo,
Yeah,
yeah.
Osmo,
yeah, Osmo something or other. It's supposed to be nice. He said, is that? Yeah, that's it, I think. And I think he said that it gotten a bunch of good reviews. But I'm interested in that. But I still will answer you I just didn't get around to it, Les. But yeah, he was. And the two arms that I have on each side that hold the GoPro, I guess he was having a problem ordering those from China and getting them was a problem. I got mine from Lasada. I wrote him that, I think. Then he wrote me again after that, but that I missed. No problem. Thanks, Les. But that's it. I like my 9. I got it right here. It's what I did. I like the little handle. I like my Comica wireless setup. Those has two of these, so you can run stereo or 2 people. But I don't do many interviews. But I do like the 9. I guess the 10's coming out September. Somebody said this. I got a notification for something. What does this one say? Maybe y'all covered this before I joined, but did you see about a large convergence of Thailand-based vloggers in Samui? No, well, I know that Patty went there. I know a bunch of people did go there before they were even open, or before they started their sandbox.
Of course, Chris lives there.
Yeah. So.
2 passports and a dream are there.
Yeah.
He
Flora
ordered
and
them,
Nope
but they never.
are there.
Yeah, that's right. They are, aren't they? Yeah, ordered parts, but never. Yeah. Sometimes when stuff comes from China, it's a pain in the butt. What is this one? The new DJI Maverick 3 Pro is coming out next month, supposedly. Probably going to be expensive though. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll buy it. If I sell the house, maybe I'll buy it. How is that to travel with, Bobby? Now, I'm going to be on a scooter. Is it because my Mini's so nice because it's only this big, the box, you know.
Wow.
Patty, Nick Dean, Carl's Thailand, Chris Parker, Flo. No, yeah, I guess so. Well, hopefully we'll get a good and diverse and real account of what's happening in Samui. I thought that we'd get more people vlogging from Phuket. I don't know why they're not showing the good side of things or whatever, or bad side. I mean, I could wonder if they're showing bad side, they probably don't want to. They're probably maybe afraid of going to jail or something. But the otherwise, I don't know.
Well, I'm seeing the delay on me stirring my smoothie. That doesn't look very.
Hey Les, what's the
Very
difference
appropriate.
between my
Jeez
Mini, the
Louise.
first Mini, and the Mini 2? What's the difference? Is it 4K? I know mine's only the 2.7, but I don't know. Does it do follow me? Does it have any kind of benefits? Bobby
Mini
might
2,
know
huh?
too. Yeah, it's barely bigger than really. Okay, cool. I'll check it in. How much do you think it's going to be, money wise? Oh, okay, cool.
Huh.
And that was which one was it? The DJI Maverick. Okay. It's supposed
Mavic.
to be nice. No, Mavic.
Maverick was the gambling in the old days.
Yeah, I like that. I like that show too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. I thought so too. And, because, like I said, I think a lot of people are scared of saying something now because the Thai government said they're going to come after people that are giving fake and, anonymous information and doing it. I think they're more interested in people doing it on purpose, like this, and this, and they're saying it because they don't want, for some reason, people to come here or go there or whatever the case may be.
I think it would be fun to
1,500.
fly them around just to see stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. I got to get, like I told you, my same story. I'm procrastinating. I still haven't found out about getting my license. Better in the wind, also better connecting up to 10 kilometers away. Okay. I haven't had much problem with that. Is it still 2.7K? Or did they bump it up to 4K? I'm not a vlogger, but...
4K camera.
And an instant 620.
My future
Cool.
son-in-law races drones.
Retired. Oh, okay, it's
It's
got
nuts.
4K. Mine's only got 2.7. So maybe I'll get the Mavic. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Brock's my English teacher. Mavic, my
Mavic.
twin.
Yeah.
Mavic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will check into that. 1,500, a little pricey, but maybe I'll get it here in
But it's a lot
Thailand and
bigger.
get the license with it. I should
Sorry, I
have
should
got
put
the
this up here while I'm stirring it so it doesn't look inappropriate.
But clamp your mini on the bike, Dave, and use the the stabilisation in the camera to record.
Do what now? I'm sorry.
Clamp your Mavic Mini to the
Oh,
bike,
Boy, these things are.
use it.
and
He
just
said
use stabilisation to give you a nice steady picture.
he said the Mavic
Those things are
the
expensive.
Mavic 3 is going to be 8K. Is that a mini or no?
No, it's not a mini.
It's not a mini, right? It's a little bit bigger. Okay.
It's a big bugger.
Supposed to be a lot more stable in the wind, right?
Yeah, they're
I
more
think-
powerful.
I think Bobby Time to Get Going has both, I believe.
Wow,
Great E-camera, DJI Pocket Osmo. I have one and have no complaints. Cool.
100,000
Yeah.
baht. That's a chunk of change.
The Fine? Yeah. Oh,
DJI Air 2S. What's that? I just went to DJI's homepage.
no. Oh, probably one of their new ones. Insurance and license or face on. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
FPV?
not. That's
Oh,
why I'm
what's
not
that?
doing. I've done it a few times, Les, and then Chocolate Man got on and said how you need it or you'll get fined and you'll do this and that, and now I haven't had it out since. So I've got to get it. I got to check in town, but I'm a procrastinator. I got to come out in 5 minutes. Mr. Let's check.
Wow, boy, they sure have come a long way, huh?
Yeah, they're unbelievable. They're fun to fly too. I had the what did I have? The big white one, and I sold it to my cousin because I didn't want to drag it here. And that one had to crash it. You basically had to really try because of all it had the sensors. Like you could run it straight towards a block wall full speed, and it'll stop automatically before it hit the wall. It was amazing. Does that Mavic, Bobby or anybody know, is that going to have sensors on it? I know it'll have the bottom one, but does it have the side and front and back and that crap? I could go on Google, but then we'd have
Jeez
nothing to talk
Louise.
about.
Holy
Third as well.
smacks.
Cool. No motorbike license, 500 baht. No drone license, 100,000. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Les. He got that right.
I'm looking at that stuff now, Joe. Oh my God. See
Yeah,
that?
I gotta get the
man.
license. Once I get the license, I'll go and play.
My Mini's
Yeah,
been
you do.
sitting in the cupboard for over a year now. I haven't flown it at all.
God, that just looks cool.
And what's the new Mavic gonna be? That's 4. The 2 and the 3 have
Holy
sensors. Oh, the 3,
shit.
the new one. Is the 3 the new one, Bobby?
Motion controller? What in the world was that about?
Have you ever flown one, Mitch?
No, I have not. But I've
They're-
sure crashed a lot of frickin'
Yeah, they're-
RC ones.
Yeah, but they're a joy to fly, especially if you don't know what you're doing, because you can learn. It gives you enough confidence that you can actually go out and learn. But you got to fly the thing. Bobby flies his quite often.
I'll tell you what, I get.
don't. Okay, thanks, Bobby.
I just get like, oh my God, there's a couple of grand and I'm
Yeah, I don't
hate
know if
to
we.
stuff it.
I got to find out if we have a DJI store here in Surin. I don't think we do. I threatened to do
Wow.
that for about a month
Oh
now.
man, they're the commercial on the website's cool, dude.
The
No
DJI?
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FPV one.
It's
Got it going through some frickin' vineyards and under a bridge, and then the camera flips around and
Who does
oh,
Bobby? You probably
Jeez.
know. Does the 2 and the 3? Do they have all the options of follow me and all the fancy crap? Do they have that on there?
holy shit! I can see my retirement funds going.
1,700
out
baht.
the
I will
frickin' door.
definitely check that out, Les.
Yeah, let's see here.
Yeah, in Pattaya.
DJI FPV. Yeah, it's oh my God.
What is an FPV?
First
Is that
person
mon-
view. You wear goggles, man. It's like you're immersed in
okay.
it.
Okay.
Oh, that is the shit. That is just the shit. Plus, you ever have those dreams where you're flying? Your body is flying like
You
you're
keep
swimming
coming.
or something, but you're flying. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that is so cool.
So the DJI 13 store, that's what it's called, DJI 13 store online, and they will do it. Let me write that down. And about
Okay, let me
half-
go down here. Immersive flight, 4K,
DJI.
brand new S mode, intuitive motion, mercy brake and hover. What is the thing that? Wow. Okay. Bye now. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just get this out of my system right now. Be like, oh yeah, choke on that.
Yes, they do. Cool. I'm gonna have to look into that because that's the one
No,
thing
I
my
don't
mini's missing. I mean, it'd be nice to. I don't know. What would I do with my mini? I guess I'll give it to Mitch.
Oh. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Mitch, you want
yeah.
a mini?
It's probably cheaper for me to buy one over there in Italy than you shipping it to me.
I think so. I think so.
What? But I paid. Immersive flight experience.
All right, Gator. You have a good night.
See you, Jake.
Take care,
Thanks
Gator.
for coming by.
I'm
No,
reading
it's-
something, so just keep.
It's 2 hours.
Okay, well, what does it come? What's it come with? Let's see what it comes with.
There we go. Mitch, does it have return to home?
Oh well,
Gator, goodbye.
apparently
Take
it's,
care, Gator. Peace out.
$1,300, $12.99 US dollars.
Now this is for what now?
That's the
What do you-
DJI FPV.
That's just for the
It's
deal,
a-
not the. It's not a flying deal. That's just for the point of view thing.
And take
That's
it up.
that's the drone.
I don't think. I bet you it's not.
Oh,
I bet you
really?
it's just. I bet you it's just.
1,300 sounds about right for the goggles.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sounds like, yeah.
In the box. Okay. In the box. DJI FPV drone, intelligent flight battery, four pairs of propellers, gimbal protector, FPV top shell, FPV remote controller 2, spare control sticks, pair of those, one pair of FPV goggles version 2, DJI FPV goggles antenna 4, goggle batteries 1, goggle power cable 1, goggle headband 1, goggle foam padding 1, AC
Okay,
power
give it,
adapter,
so it comes with it. What is it called? DJI what? F what?
FPZ,
FPZ as in zebra?
Victor,
Victor.
Vic-
Frank, Papa, Victor,
Combo. From Lasada.
$1,299.
The FPV is
On-
39,290 baht. For the
This
FPV.
is on DJI USA website. But
Okay, here's
again,
the
if you're going to
combo.
get one like that, you would probably get it in the country that you're going to, so you don't have to pay all these duties
go,
or whatever,
Mitch.
right?
There you go, Mitch. Can you see that?
Where'd
is.
you put it?
It is. It is. I'm right on the screen. It's got the
Oh.
the goggles, the controller, and the drone. Is can you see that? 39,000.
$39,990.
How
Okay,
much is
so
that?
let me grab my abacus here. Hang on. What's the rate? 32 something right now?
Yeah, I would say I'd use 32.
That'll be about 1,300.
$12.50. Holy Toledo. That's
The
cheaper
same.
than in the States, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's closer to China, so there you have it.
Does anybody know? Does anybody know anything? I'm going to check on this because I'm going to.
I would imagine, you
How
know,
they
I would
fly.
check the return to home feature, Joe. I think I'm going to look at that. Where's the specification page?
4K 60 frames per second. Uh, FOB
Multi-flight.
180.
Ready to fly.
I'm just gonna go on.
Hassle-free.
I wonder how it stacks up against the
Well, I want to know what the
Mavic.
other advanced.
Where's Bobby? Bobby's a. Oh, what he's saying? Does it have return to home? Very important. I don't know. I imagine all DJIs that I've seen have return to home, don't they, Bobby? I'll just go on after this. After this stream, I'll go on YouTube and see who has done some stuff on it. It's very interesting. If it flies good and it has, you know, the cameras on the side for all that for crashing and stuff, it'd be interesting to see.
Yes, it has a return of press and hold the flight pause RTH button and make the drone automatically return to home. So it has
32.65, Joe says. Wow.
it has enough battery power to get to China.
Andy says, yeah, return home to China.
Oh, did you? Andy and I are on the same page. Wow.
Is more of a racing. Oh, okay. Then that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I
it
want.
says it's isn't for vlogging, it's for playing. But I mean, if you're taking video, I mean,
okay.
I'll call my future son-in-law because he races the little teeny ones, you know, inside.
Well, he's saying also that when's the 3 supposed to come out, Bobby? Do you know? Let me see if they
sometime
have
after the 2.
Mavic. Now, what's the difference between the Mavic 2 and the Mavic 2 Pro? Mavic 2 Pro. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what the difference is. I'm horrible with this stuff. Storekeeper, we're just a bunch of guys.
Absolutely,
Sorry,
storekeeper. No, I haven't met anybody here. Dave and I talk in video chat. Talked to Andy a couple times. Yeah, a few people, but some wish to remain anonymous.
Yeah. Mitch is in Mitch is in America. Dave's in Thailand, and I'm in Perth, Australia.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Yeah, I bet it is. But I'm gonna, I might as well get it. If it's 8K and it does everything that everybody's saying, it probably. I really like it. I'd like to get better at it. But maybe I should get my license and fly my Mini a crap more times and then get the better one.
Well, I was going to ask. Oh,
Fly around
can you
your
get
house, Dave. You won't get any trouble there. It's not where the fun police are going to go and get you.
Yeah, no. I didn't. I flew it here a bunch of times. I just
damage insurance? Can you
it's
get
just
that?
now I know
Like if you
because I
crash
said
it?
it'll happen. Most drones are basically flying cameras. Pretty much.
You know how you can get accidental damage on your computer, your laptop? Can you get that for your drone?
It has been okay. Nice.
It'd be nice. I've got one that's living in the bush at the moment.
Because it would be.
Yeah, really slow it down. You're right.
In August, you can get insurance
okay.
through DJR. Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I just
Bobby
think
knows,
that'd be.
Bobby knows a crap load about these drones. Way more of a.
Thanks,
expert
Don.
than me.
Thanks. Time to get going. Yep. Mid-August, 8K. Then it would slow it. 2.7K or 4K slows my computer down. Yeah. Well, trust me, my computer won't do 0.5K. My PC anyway.
Your new one.
Laptop. But that first-person view. When I was flying RC planes that were not mine, I struggled with it. When you come back, you know how the controls are kind of goofy backwards like? At least they were then. This was a long time ago. Anyway.
Do they offer, Mitch, are you still on the DJI page?
Yeah.
Are you still on the DJI? Or do they offer the 3 yet, or no? Or do they say coming soon, or?
Coming in August.
Coming in August? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it slows me down too. And I thought my computer would be better. I think I'm going to add more something to it, or get another one. Remember the pop up usually. Andy, I have friends that have lost them
I
in the
lost my
ocean.
first Mini in the bush.
Did you see that?
Wow,
Mitch?
that's so cool. What?
Bobby said, I have friends that have lost them in the ocean and got replacements. I guess
So
that's kind of like the
we-
GoPro. Yeah, I think I'd want that. You can get excellent in the U.S.
Oh.
But not here in Thailand. That figures.
Backwards
still
returning. Okay. Thanks.
backwards
All right.
returning. Well, I'm definitely going to check into that. All right, guys.
Very
I think I've had
expensive.
enough.
Yeah,
What do we got?
Uncle.
14.
Me too.
Yeah, 210. I think I'm going to take off, everybody. Goodbye, Andy. Goodbye, Bobby. Les, great. Glad you could make it. Did I answer all the questions on mine? I think I did. Only over.
No, there's some outstanding questions, Dave. I'll get you the notes.
All right, guys. Don, Randy, everybody stuck. Thanks for coming in. Brock, thanks for coming on. And I think we'll end this. Have a great day, night, evening, or breakfast.